I haven't seen Stibbins in a while. Let's see. House Tamrith, a recent history. For the royal eyes of the High King Emmerich only. He so loves it when I start these reports this way. House Tamrith of Rivenspire has holdings primarily in the western half of that region, with numerous business interests that include agriculture, mercantiles, and commerce. Indeed, it is their thriving trade with the lands to the south that eventually lead to strong ties with Stormhaven and the city of the Wayrest. Alright, it's not necessary. It's fine. Alright, Stibbins. And, what is it, Lady Loramp? Stibbins and Loramp? I can't remember. Larissa
now,
Loramp.
where have they disappeared to? How splendid! Look, Stibbins, it's our friend, the one from Glenumbra. What good fortune. I was just saying to Stibbins, I do wish someone would come along who has proven their worth. And then you turned up in answer to my summons.
Do you need help?
I'm looking for a cup. Not just any cup, mind you. A Mage's Guild cup. They call it the Emerald Chalice. The Nord mage Malafar stole this relic. I offered my assistance and tracked Malafar here to Berghafen, home to a group of Nord exiles.
What sort of help do you need?
Patience! I was just getting to that. I acquired a few hirelings and sent them in to look around. They haven't returned. Now I need someone to go in there and find the Emerald Chalice. And my lazy hirelings as well.
Alright, I'll go in and look.
Oh, I knew I could count on you. If you find that blasted cup, you will have my eternal gratitude.
You seem very concerned with the relic, but what about your hirelings?
Of course I'm worried about my hired help, as any woman of noble birth would be. But the chalice is a priceless, irreplaceable relic of historical importance. You really can't compare the two.
What's so special about this Emerald Chalice?
It possesses some kind of enchantment. But as to why they call it emerald, I have no idea. The Mages Guild was adamant about making sure it returns to them in one piece.
Who is Malafar? Why would he steal the chalice?
I don't know much. Malafar was the leader of a Nord clan back in Skyrim. He and his clanmates were banished for performing dark rituals, so they came to this forsaken wilderness. He stole the relic, and the Mages Guild sent me to retrieve it.
What can you tell me about your hirelings?
Lazy, good-for-nothing loafers, if you want my honest opinion. They insisted the caves were full of goblins. That's ridiculous. My sources tell me that Malafar and a clan of Nords moved into these caves. No one said anything about goblins.
Man, I can't help but notice you and I have the same haircut. I don't remember just liking her as much as I do now as I did in Cold Harbor.
We can use this.
But I remember loving Stibbins. Oh, we got witches. That's not a good sign. Witches and spotters? Lady Laurent, we found the inner sanctum where Malafar keeps the Emerald Chalice secured by magical ice barrier. However, we also found the ancient Nord runestones of a whale, an eagle, and a snake at altars throughout the caverns. These matched altars before the barrier, and we guessed they were the keys to open it. We placed all 3 runes and the barrier dropped. I created a distraction so that Emberic could get inside. It worked, but my wounds are too great. I hope Emberic finds me before the end, but I am fading fast.
and tranquility.
My mind slips away, but I want to be remembered. If you find this, don't forget my story. My friend Theamon and I were hired by the famous treasure hunter, Lady Clarissa Laurent, to find something called the Emerald Chalice. She said Nords lived here in Bregfin, but all we saw were goblins. We told her so and asked for more help, but she said we were being ridiculous and ordered us back into the caves. Theamon created a distraction so I could get the cup. I hope he escaped, but there were so many goblins. I made it past the barrier, but the head Nord caught me. He made me drink from the Emerald Chalice, and it changed me into a goblin. Thinking it gotten so hard. My name is Embrick. I am not a goblin. Oh, poor guy. What, did I just kill him? Because I'd feel kind of bad about that.
Your fate is sealed. Hostilities ended. Now to relax. And that's done. What's next?
Baertram's journal. Every exploration I undertake is simply more fascinating than the one before. Take this series of caves, for example. This place is called Bregfin. The legends surrounding the place are simply fascinating. Most of the legends describe the cavern as home to a race of giants that migrated here from the harsh and unforgiving Skyrim wilderness. Of course, no giants are found in this region today, so I'm not sure how much to believe those stories. This place is certainly full of giant excrements, though. The bones of massive mammoths, including skulls topped with great horns, adorn the walls of the cavern. Since such creatures have never been known to roam the Rivenspire wilderness, the presence of their bones lends to some credence to the tales of sojourns from the frigid waste of Skyrim, though. As I write these words, I am listening to the sounds coming from the entrance of the caves. Could it be bandits, a wild animal? Perhaps I sincerely hope it's just some traveler looking for shelter from the wind and rain. Either way, I'd better go see what's going on. Nords. There are Nords in Rivenspire, and they're moving into Bregfin. Should I talk to them, try to reason with them, and convince them to let me leave, or should I try to find a place to hide and hope they move on? Perhaps that sealed chamber I found on the second level will offer some level of protection. Yes, that's where I shall hide and hope for the best. Thanks, Xandra. I was really trying hard to read that. around the corner.
Apocrypha, take you!
Okay. Oh, no puzzle. It's just place and go. Alright. Hello.
How dare you interrupt me?
You there, I'm not a goblin.
What are you? Get out of my way. No, that's not how I would talk to him. Goodness.
No, listen, Breton.
What happened to you?
Not here. I can show you way out. I make sure goblins leave you alone. Follow me.
We read his journal. I sort of wish our character would acknowledge the fact that they read the journals. Because clearly we know who this guy is.
Now we can talk safely.
What did you want to tell me?
This lady, Laurent's fault. We told her about goblins.
You were one of the people she hired to help you?
We had contact, and the lady pays well. She wanted stupid cop. She needs to know the cost of recovering the cup.
How did you end up as a goblin?
The stupid cup. Anyone who drinks from the cup turns into a goblin, and the cup's owner can control them.
What happened to Malefor's clan?
Where do you think these goblins came from? Malefor betrayed them and turned them into a goblin army.
Is there a way to turn you back?
It is too late. I think the cup's magic is forever.
Someone in the Mages Guild must know how to reverse the enchantment.
No, feel more goblinish every moment. Fate, destiny, and another goblin fancies me.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't want to get between you and true love. Can you tell me anything else about the cup?
Don't drink from the cup. You don't want to turn green. Maybe the lady should drink from cup. That would show her. Follow me. Out the back.
Well, we're familiar enough with Stibbins and Laurent that it's not going to be the lady who drinks from the cup. It's going to be Stibbins. And we don't want to curse poor Stibbins.
Another chance at perfection.
That's sort of... I'm torn, because if I give her the chalice... Oh, that... I know where we are. Interesting. If we give her the chalice... it will turn her... It could turn her, most likely Stibbins, into a goblin. She'll control the chalice, which controls Stibbins.
To Apocrypha with you.
I like Stibbins, though. I don't want to turn him into a goblin. Granted, he gets into all kinds of mischief, all on his own without Loran's help.
You've returned! Smashing! Were you able to recover the Emerald Chalice?
Yes, I was.
Wonderful. Please, set it on the table. I want to take a good look at the thing before I pack it up and take it back to the Mages Guild.
I found your hirelings, too.
My hirelings? Oh, yes, of course. I'm glad you found them. Now, please, put the cup right there, if you would.
Okay. One was killed and one was turned into a goblin.
Oh, my goodness. How terrible for them. Positively ghastly. Well, nothing to be done about it now. The chalice, if you please.
I also learned the secret of the Emerald Chalice.
Oh, really? And what, pray tell, is this secret?
Anyone who drinks from the chalice gains amazing powers.
Excellent! Thank you so much for recovering the cup from that terrible
damn it.
Nord ruffian. Stibbins? Oh, Stibbins! Be a dear and drink from the Emerald Chalice. I want to see how its magic works before we return it to the Mages Guild. Amazing powers, you say? Well, I can't wait to... Excellent!
All right. Sorry,
As
Stibbins.
you wish, milady.
Astounding. Congratulations.
Well, Stibbins.
What? What's happening? What happened? No, no, I'm a goblin.
Sorry, Stibbins.
Ah, yes, revenge.
What have you done? My manservant is a goblin. It'll take me forever to undo this.
Yes, happy.
All right. At least someone is. Sorry. I'm so sorry, Stibbins. I knew that was going to happen, too. I called it.
Oh, terrible. How am I ever going to serve my lady now? Oh, bother. I guess I better start packing up the camp.
Oh, Stibbins. I even said that was going to happen. Granted, I did cause her an inconvenience.
Good find, cohort.
Gonna go unlock. I still got a little bit of time. I think I'm gonna really quick run that dungeon that's straight ahead. I have no idea where this is in the episode, since I kind of just did a run-on quest. let's pop into this house. We've got the Lucky Break quest. We got the shrine unlocked. Hi.
Yes, can I help you? Did my brother send you?
Your brother is Nedris, right? You're, Gendanora?
Yes, that's me. You must be another of my brother's friends. He's always looking out for me. Was he able to send any gold this time? I'm almost out of the bomb I bought with that last purse. He's so generous and kind to me.
I'm afraid I have bad news.
Oh, no, please, no. Is he all right? It's been so long since I heard from him. I've been so worried.
He joined a gang of bandits and died trying to rob someone.
No! Nedras dead? Nedras always did what needed to be done. I was so sick. Why didn't he tell me? He said he was doing odd jobs, some mercenary work. We could have found another way.
In his journal, he said he was happy because he could provide for you.
My brother died over a handful of gold in some fat merchant's purse. For some bomb that might maybe make me more comfortable. This isn't happening. How could he let this happen?
I'm sorry, but he sent a bag of coins along with me. I hope this will help.
He did? Oh, Nedras. You do love me. Wherever you are, thank you. Thank you for thinking of your poor sister.
He cared about you a great deal.
I can't believe I'll never see Nedras again. But he was so kind to me.
She gives me it back.
And you. Thank you for telling me about my brother and bringing me his gift. I'll never forget you.
Unless did we split it down the middle? I took half and gave her half. That sounds like something that we would have done. Right. I still got some time. There's a book over here somewhere. Shornhelm, the crown city of the north.
Scholarship. I can smell
The
it
Breton
from
people
here.
of the Mark Western Moor and Shornhelm Heights have a long and storied history, which with much to be proud of. The trembling of giants in the time of legends. Blah 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 blah. All right. Blah 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 blah. Those books are always so awful to read.
Inwards and downwards.
Our scouts have located another potential hideout, though Hildun's secret refuge isn't much of a secret anymore. Hildun has spotted going into his well. Instead of coming out wet, he emerged with mined materials. Our scouts convinced Hildun to go away and never return. Search of the well showed us that Hildun discovered a long-abandoned mine. Now that mine is ours. Follow Alma inside and secure the area. With every site we take, North Point grinds even tighter between a rock and a hard place. Here. I saw him again tonight. He was across the stream, but the waters only reflected the moon above us. We walked with the babbling waters between us, but it was as if we were walking side by side. Why does someone I've only seen and never touched excite me so much? Why do I spend all day longing for nightfall, for another tantalizing glimpse of this pale stranger? My husband is a plain man, an honest man, good for putting bread on the table and keeping me warm and comfortable. He doesn't suspect anything of my nocturnal activities, still I hate lying to him. I don't know what to do. Whoever thought I'd find myself in this situation? Right. Looks like we are going the wrong way. I think I'm going this way, right? Yep.
ceremony's ended. Now to relax.
I love how he says that, but yet we're still in the middle of a dungeon. Not too separated away from bad guys. It's like he totally forgot.
That could prove useful in our work.
Tonight was the night, and it was amazing. I'd imagine it would be. It was inevitable, I suppose, fate. My handsome pale stranger, we met, we touched. His hands were so cold, deathly cold. For a moment I'd almost pulled away, but only for a moment. Then I moved closer, drinking in his sunken cheeks and his pale complexion, his icy lips. Were the shivers that cascaded down my spine from the cold or from the perverse excitement he arouses in me? All I know is that tonight confirmed what I've been trying to deny all this time. I belonged to him. Creepy. Is it a vampire? Is that what? She fallen for a vampire?
Any more? I need some tea.
Well, I could go with a cup for a cup of tea. You're right, Xander. Doesn't really particularly matter, I guess. This way. Look at all the poor maidens they dragged down here. I'm sorry, ladies. I really hope I killed the glot. The journal tells the story of a young woman named Nadafa who was seduced by a pale stranger. A vampire, perhaps. The journal mentions that Nadafa had a husband named Garen who worked at the North Point Cemetery. Oh shit. I did it again, guys. Did I kill the boss or not? I assume I did. I'm just gonna assume I killed him. My handsome pale lover, tonight he confessed his true nature to me. I must admit I had my suspicions, but to hear him say the word sent shivers down my spine. He's a vampire. He seemed so small when he said the word, so frightened, so very much alone. My heart went out to him, and my love grew by leaps and bounds at that very moment. I took him in my arms and told him that I wasn't surprised. I had suspected the truth of his nature for quite some time. He seemed relieved, painfully so. That's when he said the words I was hoping to hear. He asked me to join him for eternity. Sadly, I didn't think of my husband at all. I didn't even hesitate. I said yes, oh yes, forever, yes. So she's fine. She just ran away and became a vampire. With plenty of time. I mean, other than for the small fact that I
Can you use that in your craft?
couldn't remember if I killed the vampire or not, but it is fine.
A new opportunity for experiential research. Top notch. Good find, cohort.
Alright, we got Garen around the corner here.
Oh, hello. I thought that maybe you were my wife. I got back from my job at the cemetery, but she wasn't here.
I'm sorry, friends, I have some bad news.
Bad news? Has something happened to my wife? To poor Nadafa? Well, spit it out. I can handle it. Tell me what happened to my wife.
I found your wife's journal. She'd left you for a vampire.
Yes, you're right. I know you're right. I need to think about this. Please, just leave me alone.
I love the fact that he paid me money for me to have broken his heart. There's a crib. Oh no. Nadafa's journal. I love my husband, Garen, I truly do, but the stranger, for some reason he fascinates me. I first saw the tall, pale stranger on a night when sleep eluded me. I left Garen snoring softly in her bed and put on a heavy robe and stepped outside to feel the night air on my face. As I stood there looking into the darkness, my gaze happened upon him. He was leaning against a tree, cloaked almost completely in shadows, but I could feel his eyes upon me. He seemed lonely, full of longing, hungry. I looked away for only a moment, flushed with shyness, but when I looked back, he was gone. I saw him again last night as we were returning home from dinner at my sister's house. He was watching me, I know it. At first I was frightened. I thought to tell Garen about this brazen stranger, but for some reason I never did. I've seen my pale stranger several times over the past few weeks. If Garen knew my innermost thoughts, he would be so angry with me. But he has nothing to worry about. I admit the stranger piques my interest, and it is obvious that he has noticed me, but still, this is only a silly fancy, nothing more. The pale, handsome stranger invades my dreams. I cannot sleep. I need to see him again, but how? I don't even know his name. Oh, but why am I having these unfathomable urges? Maybe when Garen takes his watch at North Point Cemetery tonight, I can sneak out of our house in the fishing village and try to find my stranger. Look into his dark, bottomless eyes, feel his cold lips upon my neck. Well, that's... I guess that's a thing. I didn't think that through, did I? Yeah, you can't collect while you're swimming. Come on. Girlfriend, why is it that you can't jump? Let's see, what time is it? I still got a few minutes left. There is a crystal over here. This way. Sneak over this way and avoid the siren. Run. I better stop goofing off and go to work.